Hello viewers and welcome to a new episode of your program winner Salone Morning Discoveries with me Konnah Sesay. Inside the program today I deal with a gentleman Leone-Buya Nabie Bangura. We happen to be the CEO and founder for Patriotic Empowerment Network Salone. Today we will talk about waiting pencil day all about how it only do for bring can development in Salone. Waiting they don't do for see that their vision and mission when they get come to pass. Welcome to the program, Leone.
Yes, thank you. I'm so happy for there, so happy. Thanks for having me.
All right. Let me talk about the person, Nabie Bangura. Who that's not Nabie Bangura?
Yes, well, this now one village, Bobo. I would say village because we na then kind people that we believe in the side say regardless of which side I come out from the north.
Okay.
Specifically na Cambia, Tumbuala, Mambolo Chiefdom and all of that. You know, and school they on to JSS are complete. They eventually I come to the Albert Academy, the best school in the world. And then I come to the Albert Academy eventually. Start to the WASC and then eventually I found myself in a College of Medicine. So as I talk to you as a final part 1 student, by going in power next year, I try for them from the College of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences. This has been me all this while. Somebody just like they do your intro, somebody will believe in the fact that regardless of who you find yourself as a particular situation, you get to be impactful. But not necessarily just impactful, but positively impactful. So that has been always with a career pathway where I want to pay for myself. With a commitment where I always get I get an agenda, forward ever, backward never. So regardless of whatever challenges, regardless of I come out, regardless of whatever difficulties, I know as they can talk, success come hard out of labor, I get for find those loopholes the way I get for meet up eventually. Should I want for succeed? So that has been me.
All right. Tell me a little bit about Patriotic Empowerment Network.
All right. So I don't be in the world of advocacy for talk for people them, young man them, picking them, and self they try for work more small on issues we get for deal with national development. So therefore, by the time I've been discovered, say I can be a good speaker, I can be somebody with able for talk on issues. That was immediately after me class 5 then. I realized I can able use my voice and make impacts to the lives of many others. We vulnerable, some they hard to reach, and some they don't get the opportunity where eventually I go get for that talk on their behalf or for let them talk for themselves. So that was me by then. And therefore, since that starts where I don't start, say until 2016, I grew more passion because by then I don't interact with one thing based on AYV television. I don't do on TV programs then. I don't serve as executive positions for Voice of Children Culture Radio, AYCN, all of these institutions I don't serve. So that prompts me for see how best. For example, I team up because by the time you do CFN, this Voice of Children, when you don't pass 18 years, you're supposed to give space for others. So that was what to make me and a few of my other colleagues then and realize we can come aboard and get Patriotic Empowerment Network. The patriotism part come out as a result of the fact that we believe like way people can say, no they ask what the country don't do for you, but what you don't do for the country. That beloved intention where you go get for develop your land where you fend yourself from. I'm sure Naim for be at the topmost concern of whatever thing you want to do. So that is the patriotism part of it. And then the empowerment part come in as a result of my passion where already been done they develop since day one for young people them, not to just this where you body business, but then if I know say I am capacitated, I can stand on my own. Even if somebody not day for push me any longer, I able for push myself. So that is the empowerment part. So ranging on education, somebody can be empowered through education, technical skills them and all of that. And then the networking kind inside as a result of the fact that if you see we logo, we get two man them with then they the logo. But then one day at the east, one day at the south, west, and all the other 4 cardinal points. Within that, the strive for saying that the fact say you can be a female, you did at the north. A male can be at the west, then we all go join hand. You see, they all four join hand together. That is the networking. So regardless of who that you believe say you can able to do something, be it on political ideas, you believe say APC, for example, can do well. Other person might believe say SLPP, PMDC, and so on and so forth. Then self able to do something. But regardless of all them political beliefs there, we all can come together and join hand. But then eventually they all surround the map of Salone, which means say we all can network, then we make Salone a better place. So that was something we logically and very sensitive, we take with time for develop. And because being the founder by then, I've been so particular, say, okay, we need to publish and showcase the idea of pencil. That happened inside my birthday month. That was March 2nd, 2017. We get everything registered. We registered to National Youth Commission, City Council, and eventually after that 2017, we lobby for more plans, we lobby for more support, then we get a grand launch 2018. So since we don't launch 2018 till now, a wide range of projects we don't involve into, a wide range of activities. We don't partner with a lot of people. I mean, in our own little ways. Even though, yes, the challenges then they and that, but we also have a lot of success stories.
All right, we get to talk about the challenges as the program they go on. Yeah. But then, you being a science student,
yeah,
you know, the course where you pursue, and you being an activist at the same time, how things they go together? I mean, how you match the two?
Okay, well, that comes in my name, where, you know, they call Buya Nabie Bangura, are pleased with you just if you ain't and so. You foresee the optimistic one.
Wow.
So the optimism part of me that they come to play. So regardless of whatever it is, you're able for balance. You just get for being somebody with the multitask. The thing is, even if you say when you did in a college of medicine, for example, you just did study. You cannot study for the rest of the 24 hours. No. So me, the time where I'm not studying, now that's how they engage into something else. You cannot say you go class from Monday to Sunday. Yes, you can go class, but you know they did it from morning 6 o'clock till 6 o'clock p.m. Yes, eventualities then can arise where sometimes, like I don't take classes from 10 o'clock a.m. to 10 p.m. I don't do them. But then not to every day. So there comes in the way how God only give me the strength for that be a multitask somebody. I can then at school today, I make sure say I go to class, I learn if I get difficulties, YouTube day. We get lecturers, we get big people there, we get with colleagues there where we can interact. Nobody know the way big for land. I can always calm down, even if any other person at the class, I can tell you if I get difficulties. So this is me. At the end of the day, by the time the lecturer done a certain topic, I don't be abreast. Even if they give you a continuous assessment, and they make sure say I pass them quite so well. Then at the end of the day, by the time we seasonal exam, because we take exams once in a year. I mean, so if you get problem, and so you don't get problem the entire year.
All right.
So,
all right.
So that has been me. You just get for being multitask.
Okay.
So I only try for that multitask. At the end of the day, my activism, my advocacy, they go in line with my academic pursuits.
All right. So briefly, take me through the mission and vision of Pencil.
Okay. So we want to see Sierra Leone where everybody will be accommodated. Okay. Regardless of the situation, nobody will cry foul. You know, will cry foul in the sense that you can dey Nayasu today, the other person go there in a certain office, for example, but you self go know say are still relevant in that course of time. You understand? So we all let them surround the operation within young people, because we believe say something for me without me is not for me. So every other possibility coming from the youthful sector, be it from Ministry of Youth, National Youth Commission, National Youth Service, the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs, all of these people then, we believe that if we center the operations them around young people, because as people they say now the future leaders there, I don't believe that. These are the people where they materialize with future, but then it has to start from today. So we don't put all the mission and vision statements, all of these things surround to young people. Okay. I don't want to go to the English words them and all of that. But we believe the operation is surrounding young people then. And that's we don't do quite so well to the best of our ability.
All right. So what are some of the platforms that we're going to use for advocate for young people? I mean, somebody go ask, say, is it that now only people, young people within a free time so they advocate for in which platform?
Okay, we don't this guy for be quite so live by example, let me put it that way, in the sense that if we ask government then get for decentralize the operations, free to not to no more na Salone, we say get for live by example. I can imagine, for example, last year, even though inside COVID, we try to get a project where we call National Youth Engagement. The National Youth Engagement, as the name implies, now been basically for let we think around how we go to discuss beyond just COVID, because everybody was just talking about COVID. But we believe, say, there was a time where we supposed to discuss further than that. We reach out to people and we're able to raise some funds. Eventually, we target all these 8 headquarter towns. The only that it be so challenging, we don't be able to cover all. But we come at the western area, Obanaya, we're in Afritoria and at the National Youth Commission. We do the grand launching of the entire project. We go na Western Rural na Waterloo. We go na Moyamba. We go na the entire eastern region where we host Konnah, Kailao, and Sef Kenema. So we know they just limit the operations na Afritoria. And as I talk to you, I'm so happy to announce that we already get contact points in all inside there where I don't mention. And we dey grow, and we dey wish for grow further.
Alright, when they grow, and they wish for grow further. Well, viewers, that's Nabie Bangura, the CEO and founder for Patriotic Empowerment Network Sierra Leone. When I said don't listen and watch, as he don't talk about waiting pencil they all about and how it come about for form pencil. We will go for a short break. When we come back, we will talk about challenges, success stories, and plans we pencil get for Salone.
Tell everybody, say, the Dibade don't agree, say, we for put Bondo na Sierra Leone this year.
Tradition there. We serve Canada, yes. So to put it alive, to try for maintain now, for not self Canada system and things in about. What happened when I was last week? We talked to me like say me about
all them now we dey go na neighbor villages them, neighbor turn them for go assist them by them business. But they don't agree, say, we for put Bondo na Sierra Leone this year.
This tradition be don't make form with grandpa them. When I pull Bondo na Sierra Leone, they all pa them. Then they can pick all what the ones first.
But I not tell you.
But I don't pick what you done now. If you want to, you can go pick your own.
Now this serve they say tradition. This serve they against that deal.
They could make the you let me see to your point.
Now we don't turn this for those who choose the woman them who let.
This is a forced marriage. Then they force the people for marriage to only part of the one.
And this lawyer will meet her. Who father them back.
You expect me for change the laws now this time? What we papa them? Don't make now we the campola.
Then all don't die. Why that not there for Tinapia? Hey. Look at my television. Nobody can give me by the name Kaga Petake because all the man don't say me name K.
I work that you have to make them continue.
For you not say because you not thief man, you the thief. You not thief man. You want to say me the thief. That's what you say for me best. I don't go anything. Come on, from basic and tuk.
Maxine,
You know we can switch your face. I can feel fine.
This tradition won't get us to don't see nothing change.
After 10 years, 15 years, now this street will decide for put Bondo na Sierra Leone.
go marry you. Over me, little body, a press. You betray me.
I don't understand. One go up on the point. Susu. But Susu business. Do your mama want to what's here?
Welcome back, viewers. And don't forget to the program where you listen and watch presently. Now, Salone Morning Discoveries with me, Konnah Sesay. And today, inside the program, don't forget to I deal with Nabie Bangura, who is CEO and founder for Patriotic Empowerment Network Sierra Leone. We don't talk about what Team Pencil they all about, and we don't give it a brief rundown on how it started. We will now talk about some success stories and challenges that we don't face ever since when we start this journey. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Let me start for talk about success stories then. The benefits where pencil don't bring cancer salon.
Okay, so I will start first of all, even for letting them accept me for being registered. Then I success because some people they want to start initiatives, but they cannot reach at a level of being legally registered and be allowed to operate. So start from that point. And like I mentioned earlier, we already registered now 2 key institutions. We registered as a youth survey agency and the National Youth Commission, and as well as a community-based organization and the Freetown City Council. That's a big step. Okay. We officially they exist with all other requirements, an official bank account, all of those things. So that's a very big success because people that they way some of recently one colleague we want for do similar thing, requirements not meet on inside. Another big thing also now 2018 will be decide for officially launched initiative. It be so tough because at that point we sit down as a team and we decide say okay, if we go for say we launch the initiative just like that, we might not get everything we want in terms of support. So we decide for back and up with a project we will be entitled in her decision. So in our decision project being there, if we get a girl child education and empowerment conference, if we get a lot of other things that will be there inside. Basically for Sesay, then girl people that we don't get better, they don't get the opportunity for being given second chance or chances as the case might be. We go target them in our society. And then we try for make a known to them say, okay, if we don't get better by the name see you now mistake, that not for end your life. So we try for bring particularly that girl child education and empowerment conference, and we been get so many people now interested in the show concern. People's Pharmacy headquarters, 32 Regent Road, then be able for come inside. Innovative that mean they able support we, Worker Commercial Bank be able support we, Maristop Sierra Leone be able support we, and then Forwoods, the Foundation for Rural and Urban Transformation. Waiting then decide for do now, for example, this go say, okay, we'll take care of this. This go say we will take, even if we sell American Konnah, because that was where we able for do the launching by that point. We're not paying nothing, Imagine, that was a very big success. All other side now take care of, transport, and we bring picking the and that gap picking them in a large way. Even it was a surprise to me to a point. For example, like the Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs, Honorable Leone-Buyah, he be good and he was so excited. We be get UNDP representative. Now then the whole ball game starts. Okay. And like I say, me and the optimistic one, I always don't believe say, let me just need for push further. We go able for create positive impact. After that day, another big success in the last year, like I talk about the national youth engagement. There is a lady with all the way in the United States of America. I know Sabian one day. Till another one day meet him. He be able for reach a point, able send me money for able for do that project. And no one day Sabian, like I said. And even Worker Commercial Bank, it was also another big surprise. Then said people coming. So for let me come up from Western Urban, Rural, Moyamba districts, and then for stage a whole Eastern region, Konnah, Konnah, and Kailaun. You know what he demanding, particularly in the rainy season. Let me just move. Now we 4 been there at the TV being common ayasu. For let you pay for people them first, their lodging, their food, all of those things. Apart from the coordination on ground, you know what he demanding. So all of that they will be able for do them. Even though yes, another sad one now we're not able for reaching at the other district that it's. We hopefully we get planned for reach too. Among many others, even now we also get a partnership with Choice FM within the Upcom. Basically for ensure say we able forget 2 radio programs then from there. One inside well body baskets where they talk. Typically when they talk as a medical student, they talk on health issues then. As well, another one na be Voice of Young People, where we bring young people, they promote within them they do, and they self-provide a platform for small beginners. These are all amongst the many success stories we'll get.
All right. Then stories, then they are the success stories of Pencil.
Yes.
Let me talk about the benefits where then God became where you don't mention, so get from them different projects there.
Okay, so the benefit then quite so much because like I talk about the child mothers them who will be factor inside in her decision project. You know, say when you did in that adolescent level from 13 to 19 years. Now then tell them where you just don't arrive at that point where you say they see so many wants them will come. Sometimes even if you don't decide for do something, peer pressure will come inside. Those influence. And then tell them the margin use of social media, these sophisticated smartphones, all of them, and then they can come in. So at that point, if your decision not points towards your future, you did damper everything. So all the gap people will be bring over 100 of them. We will try to capture them at that point. Like when they say catch them when young, I'm sure we do. So the success also there. So the weekly program, another one. Every week, 2 week school chapters that we get. We always can bring gap picking them. We always can bring, not limited to gap picking them. And me particularly, I don't be a gender champion. And I believe say now that's the entire team don't they do. So the goodness then plenty. We get gap picking they just take the present here amazingly well. We get some that even younger than you, then can present quite so well as well. So something they will get down stage fright. They're not able to talk beside 2 people then they. But with Pencil, we don't try for capture them, and now they can be those good speakers. Yes.
That's very wonderful. You there at the studio, you get an award with you get a medal and all. So tell me about the award, the medal we received.
Okay, I want to start with Pencil first. Like you talk, I forget for measure. This was National Humanitarian Heroes and Heroine Award in Inside 2020. Pencil surprisingly be recognized for an outstanding effort for transform the lives of vulnerable Sierra Leoneans. Vulnerability varies. Because anytime we go to slum areas, then for example, looks like flooding and other things that they take place, you see recently this fire incident now PMB Wellington. You they realize see, if them big people that can suffer all of these hard times, check for the small one there now, we then depending to them big people then their lives they how then go they then get triple or 2 or more times effect directly or indirectly where they will suffer from compared to the big people there. So for let them recognize we in this award on behalf of Pencil, I want for always say we are just getting started. And for me personally, imagine people that know me for being the optimistic one. Now College of Medicine I get over 5 positions where I don't get sales account. And even now as I talk to you, I speak to you as the Minister of Information and the entire Student Union government, the Secretary General for College of Medicine, Muslim Jama, as well as the President for Albert Academy alumni in our College of Medicine. So inside there, they know see I can able get more and more of their awards there. And outside, not to for talk. And they talk to you as the communications officer for the National Consortium for the Elimination of Malaria, with a civil society group. We get over 15 membership across the institutions across the country. And as well, the newly elected president for Youth Action Movement. So the accolades them plenty. The position them plenty. And selflessly, I don't make sure say I make time and that be quite impactful in our society. So recently now, all the things that they look, God Picking for Better Foundation and their partners, they realized months back, I got nominated for amongst 400 students then, and the entire university and colleges then in the country, 16 total universities then. So from that 16 day, imagine 400 of we now would be shortlisted. After that day, voting process came inside, all that did not happen. Last 100 list then published, and I'm so happy for announcing the CEO and founder of Pencil being there among the 50 most influential students. This it come to me not to a surprise, because like I tell you, me adage now the optimistic one, and like where people they say 2 sides then they to a coin, 4 sides then they to a room, but then many sides then they to a go-getter. A go-getter like me, I don't see this as a surprise at all. I just want to say thank you to the organizers and whosoever will vote. And I even know that nominates me. I'm not going to talk now about the one they will vote. So this is just a starting point.
Alright.
Like they say, success comes hard out of labor. Like volunteerism pays. All them positions there where they talk, they are not paid up positions.
Okay.
You know.
Like you say, success comes hard out of labor. So tell me about the labor aspect. The challenges that we involved in being an activist.
But the challenges there plenty. One are intimidation. You know, we they get people that way in a society where it sound this way. People that don't tag you the other way. You understand? Assuming the APC they in power, if you talk they say this now then green there. If SNPP they in power, we talk they say this now then red there. That is a very big challenge. But some of you don't try for be in as much as that is school in this country. Because we don't see the situation that they if you mistake, now go you don't go so. They don't kill you, but you they suffer. And we don't want to stay in that situation. And I make a believe say if we get a criminal libel law where they don't put for the media people them and the safety of people. Me know of the 1965 Public Order Act. So I believe say if people don't get that safe space for express the freedom of speech as citizens of this nation, I'm sure the intimidation not supposed to be the case. But now one of the reasons one of the very big challenge than the intimidation from the government angle or political angle, and as well as the fact that some of you get very brilliant ideas then, not necessarily no more me or Pencil. A good number of my colleagues that are out there also get very unique ideas then, but support don't they be quite limited. Okay. And when you say support, it could be technical support, it could be moral support, and the big one, it could also be financial support. So these are all varying support that we quite so need. For example, people can say what you know can take you somewhere, but who you know can determine how long you go stay in that place. It means if I get sometimes you just need for tell me say young man go yonder, then I will go get what I want. Sometimes you put in your pocket. These are all the support that we need. But then in this country, we don't get any challenge over time.
When you talk about support, one go wonder, with all the projects then we wanna get on ground, if we wanna get partnership with other organizations or they get support from different platforms.
Okay, sad part of it is, for example, with social workers Sierra Leone, we they use the office space where they provide for we now 4 Standard Street. Now they able for help with for day. We don't get we mighty office yet, no. So interestingly, this can be one way we be quite so love that we the partner with the end. I know we want for call and partnership, but they offer we the opportunity for what we did it. But then I get one sad one way I been get few years back. We don't write a very big projects, my community, my priority, we be there in line to EPA their work. We go under, we even reach to a point we want to discuss with the director of finance. BOBO they say they send team for let them go observe, decide where we put safe now we address. Interestingly, they say they can at that place there for 2 times. Because we don't get billboard we put outside, because not to we get the office, not to we the pay the get people that they say they cannot offer. So like they consider we see like now we don't afford we exist, those kind of things. But I'm not been blame them. And no see other groups and they will probably they do similarly. So they go think they will just want to go take their money and go. That was not the case. With the challenge with office space, with the challenge with a lot of other things, except with the use somebody in office. I'm sure by the the commitments we get and the readiness we want for see that Salone we all go create positive impact as young people. We just need that support.
Alright, we just need that support today. So finally, what's the message where you left out there for viewers then? Somebody will listen and watch presently where you go out for give out and support. What do you go tell them and how they would for contact you?
Okay, so shortly before I will go, I want to tell you plenty thank you for hosting me because we not pay a dime. This is not the support we really talk about. So I want to call every other person out there, Leone partner with Sierra Network, the middle to celebrity, but I want to appeal that these are people who need in our communities and we missed. When I support Sierra Network, and whatever way whether you want to partner with them, you want to do your business and all of that. So interestingly, if that be the case, we all will continue to get more platforms. And I want to also join the line with the president and every other person we don't patronize with the people that we lost in our PMB and every other person we don't lost. For say, let the gentle souls then rest in perfect peace. And again, we in our Patriotic Empowerment Network, we open up for work with any person We get recent collaboration with National University of Lesotho Debate Society, and we miss don't participate and don't bring other colleagues them from Sierra Leone where they don't participate. So we will look forward to more national and international opportunities in due course. If you want for contact we, you can go down 4 Sanders Street. As I say, now they will they use not to be office, like saying that we building, no. And then we they use, you can contact me, then we will reach me out. Or you can contact +23277 244 066, or go to Facebook or YouTube. Just go and chat for Patriotic Empowerment Network Sierra Leone. You'll be able to reach me out. We legit, we exist though. We legit, we just need our support. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you so much for being part of the program today. Alright, viewers, the person way you just listen and watch, Nabie Bangura, founder and CEO for Patriotic Empowerment Network Sierra Leone. Una don't listen and don't know waiting pencil they all about. Some success stories where they for share with the viewers them. And the reason why I make una for sponsor and partner with them. We will bring the program to you today. My name is Konnah. And before I let you, I want to remember you say, as we all wait for January 15, 2022, they will continue for it because very soon it will come to pass as the movie Sierra Leone Season 2 will be launched at the Freetown City Council New Hall. It can be a very wonderful time. We'd expect to not in large numbers come and have a wonderful time. Once again, we'll bring the program come to you. Your name is Konnah. This is Tata.